So this is the Royal Pavilion. So can you tell me where we are? Are we in India? Are we in England? As it turns out, we are in Brighton. And this is the Royal Pavilion in Brighton. Oh, there you can see it's much better light. And what the deal is this was not originally planned to look like this, but when King George became King George, during these years, was redesigned, and these domes are overlaid in this so-called Oriental style, as it's called in the book, and inside is all designed with sort of spoils from the colonies. Now, what I find interesting about this is that it's not designed to be overpowering in the sense that you would have cathedrals that are, or the same architecture in India is used in a sense of power, to demonstrate power. Rather, it's demonstrating something else, and I'll leave that for you to decide. Another thing that I was thinking about this, what I found very interesting, particularly after having a very heated sorts of discussions on some of my videos about what right does a foreigner have commenting on India, which I find really silly because I think that that it diminishes India's influence on the world around. It says that there isn't any because if only Indians can comment on India, then it says that India has no influence on any other place other than India, which of course is incorrect. There are many things that I talked about, including India's independence and how this affected civil rights in America. But on the other side, you look at just architecture itself and how there is a sort of dialogue going on between East and West. You go to Bombay, you go to and you see, or Delhi, obviously, and you see all of the Indian architecture that is English. At the same time, you come here in England and you see Indian architecture. That is to say that Indian influence is, in many ways, global. That the impact, the beauty that one finds in India can also be appreciated in other parts of the world. So to say that only Indians can comment on India, well, this is a comment on India, and it's saying that it's so beautiful that we would like to mimic it, copy it, absorb it. And so if you accept that we can find beauty in India, you have to also accept that there are things that, as an outsider, we also find ugly, and that we will comment on both. But comment in the sense that there is a dialogue. Again, it is not an either or, you did this and we did that, finger pointing and to figure out who's better. This isn't to say that Indian architecture is better and therefore this is just copied. It is to say that there is beauty in the dialogue, beauty that comes from what we create together.